thinking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person. It's so frustrating.
Huh? You're...
Aren't
Me?
you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Gань Юй, traveler? It
Нет,
has
не
been
видели.
several days since Gань Юй left for Jueyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. We've only taken
А почему она ушла?
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Gань Юй as their envoy to deliver a letter to Jueyun Karst and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis.
Да что
Still,
такое? Я очки
Gань Юй should have been
протереть
back
не
to
могу.
her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Is that so? Maybe Gань Yuy just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Gань Yuy, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of Liyue. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Gань Yuy stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Gань Yuy, we thought it...
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Gань Yuy's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
Ну, не пора ли вам вернуться к
We don't
работе?
even know how long we've been working. We feel guilty for taking even a...
Looks like you got a serious emergency on...
Speaking of Jueyun Karst, traveler, I've heard that you could...
Могу.
We've been there lots of times.
Ah, that's good news. Could you go to Jueyun Karst and find Miss Gань Yuy for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload.
Хорошо.
We're saved. I remember Miss Gань Yuy.
It's about time she...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up...
У вас есть еще сверхурочные. На последнее испытание просто взял отряд.
As a cloud retainer. Doesn't she live in Mel Outsong?
Нет, она там не живет. Ой, я далеко. Яка, Сенсю, Мона, Дивона и просто постоянно врагов морозил. Что они бедные, даже ударять меня не могли. Бедняги. Ну что поделать? Да блин, хотя бы крылья открой. О, а тут есть рыбка, которая активная. Я порыбачил. А рыбки-то где? О. Не похоже, что здесь есть активные рыбы. Ну да, хуй бы с ними. Я до сих пор не знаю, где там, как этот прутик сделать, чтобы рыбок туда закинуть.
Person standing over there. That's Gань Yuy. We finally found her.
А, с рожками. О, теперь я тебя узнал. Привет.
Gань Yuy, here you are.
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here?
То и то, и
I
другое.
shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yuehai Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But they're always...
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What?
Чё с
Did
тобой?
something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. It was when the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue. I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishu. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. since the Qixing gave me a chance to leave with dignity.
Никто не собирался
I
от тебя
decided I
избавляться.
appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your... After 1,000 years away, I came back to Juyun Karst. Looking at the clouds...
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Ой, Рот, закрой хранитель облаков. Вот ты меня больше всех бесишь.
We're terribly sorry.
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you adept.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well.
Хорошо, ладим.
Ah, a matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle talk for many a year.
О, прям как я. Сам с собой часто разговариваю.
Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Давай.
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Отличная тема, давай. Рассказывай.
To hear it?
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed. When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was elsewise loath to sleep.
Wow.
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
Не, стой, Гань Юй. Хочешь, я тебе рожки поглажу? По-моему, она расстроилась.
One's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite.
Be that so, but returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your
А ты
arrival.
подобрее стала.
One
Бесчинствая.
cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst, one will tell you more about her if you.
Да, рассказывай. О,
Most
сказка.
benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Juyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Juyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will accompany her.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong. Anyways, what's that training Ganyu was talking?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her behest, she should be in the southern part of Mount Alsan right now.
Is that so?
Интересная история. В принципе, Гань Юй я здесь понимаю вообще полностью. Ага, то есть совсем недалеко. Хавчик нам не надо делать. У нас еды полно, я ей не пользуюсь. Она мне нахрен не сдалась.
I'll protect us.
Да, прочитать уже нельзя. Но я, значит, сделал уже все. Не работает. Ну ладно. Стой, сука! Что за стуки? Опять где-то стучат, блин. А вот это заберу. Он что, прям совсем не спустился, не? Вот она. Подруга, здорово. Эй.
So here you are, Ganyu.
Why did you come here?
Составьте компанию.
Humans should not remain in the realm of Adepti for too... Considering the kindness you have shown me, I can let you stay for the Adept...
Ну, спасибо.
This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me... The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware of the abilities of others.
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine.
Угу.
If you're ready.
Давай. Что делать-то? И чё? И как? Ну, выстрелить, господи. Это тренировка адепта? Окей.
Access denied.
Куда теперь? Ленька.
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with.
Ага. Первый есть. Второй есть. Где третий? И третий. Есть.
Ganyu's a really awesome shooter.
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised.
Верим, верим. А почему музыки даже никакой нету? О, наныл. Эй. Коза прекрасна, она должна быть у тебя. Как выпадет, так и выпадет. Господи. Да что ты? Что за подстава? Может, и прекрасно.
We've completed the task. What do you think?
Из меня бы вышло
I
хорошо, адепт.
agree. You possess many qualities similar to those of Adepti.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once you're
The training's not over yet. The part prepared by...
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
Владыка Лун?
No. The only Adeptus who...
Who is it?
Conqueror of demons.
So it's
Сяо.
that cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
Как
I
интересно.
found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that he's already waiting for me. Come along if you're...
Of course we are.
Все же кажется, что через заморозку легче, так как там еще волки есть, которые, сам знаешь, жирают все хп его отряда. Ну да. Это не волки, это я псами их называю, они меня так бесят реально. Они такие вот прям проблемные. Вот этот босс, кстати, тоже проблемный, я хочу его на самом деле пройти. Но у меня сил не хватает на него. Нахуй мне сдался. Я вот только вот это вот хочу просто повыбивать и все. Но у меня это вообще не падает в последнее время. У него сейчас смысла нет идти, потому что у меня смолы нету. О, Сяо. Здорово. С тобой не обязательно, да, пока говорить? А то я тут светлячка вижу. Которого бы я активировал. Дрюк у меня что-то очень не любит под деревьям лазить. Прям вообще. И чё? И как я должен это сделать? А. Еще выше. А, вы не одни. А, я же как-то собирал, по-моему. Я одного отвел. Давай, давай. Вот какой противный светлячок на самом деле. Давай еще выше, давай. Блять, байонет. Может ты крылья, пожалуйста, сразу нажимается. Ё-моё. А там я вижу святилище. И еще один сундук. Ну ладно, это я, может, потом сделаю. Где еще видел? О. И ты. Куда ты полетел? Ха? Светляк, ты куда улетел-то? Я думал, ты сюда сейчас полетишь куда-нибудь. Как тебя это открыть? Ну вот, вот здесь должен быть еще один. Придурок, ты куда улетел? Пиздец. Вниз? Я что-то его даже не вижу. Ладно, пойдем поищем его. Опа. Мразота. А, и ты сейчас будешь по всем веткам, да? Летать у меня тут. Ага. Ну, я тут сразу полетел, в принципе. Туда, куда надо. Нужное место. Еще ФПС дропается, что ли? Или у меня глюки уже? Или это дерево просто такое?
Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky day.
My lucky day. И что мне дали? А. Всего-то... А, во! Нормально, 5 камней. Так, подожди. Вот так вот повернусь. Здесь оставлю меточку. Чтоб не забыть потом, что там есть святилище. Здорово, Сяо. Давно не виделись.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer.
I don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an adeptus nor a human. Always treading the line between the two worlds. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
Что ты её ругаешь?
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. I'm ready.
Ничего. Фу. Что какой-то нестандартный.
The trial's begun. Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
Сейчас бы промахнуться, да? А, блин, я лучше по старинке. Не нравятся мне лучники, потому что, ну, не нравятся вообще. О, не, идите нахуй сразу, блин. Мрази летучие. Подстава!
This is long overdue.
О, бам. Что такое? Не дошли чуть-чуть? Ого, вас. Нихуя вас тут!
Denied. Spirit blade, attack! Swift teamwork is dreamwork. Born of ice and frost.
Бум. В смысле ты выжил? На. Ну, я не люблю самолучников. Вообще, ну...
It doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
На двойной выстрел заряжать? В смысле? Я не знаю, как там двойной выстрел-то заряжать.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people, only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress.
Understood.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your trainings.
I have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Gань Юй. It's also a part of your training.
Pesky visitor? So even here there are the...
Подождать лишнюю секунду. Ну, буду знать теперь.
Blessed be Rex Lapis. I've finally come upon the Adepti. Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain?
Да.
Great. My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please grant me luck.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
Какие приземленные пожелания.
I'm also one of the Adepti. You can say that...
Perfect. I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow. Straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti...
For free? Do you mean that you charge people?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be... It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are... A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing after fairy tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money?
Деньги? Не. Прояви немного
How
уважения.
dare you reprove me? I bet you came here looking for the Adepti yourself.
Нет.
He might sorta have a point.
Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're.
Nobody's stopping you.
Катись колбаской.
Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
It's not his behavior. I thought that coming back to Juyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel like an Adeptus again. But being questioned by him made me realize that I...
Давай вернемся.
I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor.
Мы уже сказали тебе, что это было недоразумение.
True, just believe us.
All right. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. If I'm proven right, I'll return to Juyun.
Не вернешься уже.
Step in the right direction.
Как бы на тебя забраться? Там ТП у меня не рабочее почему-то. Потому что мне, наверное, лень было подниматься. А тут еще лентяй. Так, ну здесь я залить смогу. Уже. Кстати, на следующий стрим я постараюсь Скайрим все-таки включить. Потому что там у меня сейчас голосование, и пока большинство за. На Дискорде голосование сейчас идет по поводу Скайрима. Типа, стримить его или нет. Пока выигрывает. О, давай попиздимся, слушай. Здоровяк, блин. А ты еще кто? Лошара. А, ты так умер? Бать ты странный. Он стоя умер. О. Немножко по метке этот. Ну, метку немножко неправильно поставил. Ну, бывает, что. А то добрался все равно. Плюс 40. О, пожалуйста. Да, блять. Да на, не жалко. Мне эти быстрые падлы так раздражают на самом деле. Они так мешают. Еще сундук. Ну блин, надо лутать, пока все собирать. Верните дождь. Суки, верните дождь. А ульта нету. Тихо, тихо, тихо. Не надо вот этим заниматься, пожалуйста. Иначе будет больно. Лут, лут, лут. Все, возвращаемся в Лiyue. Мне кажется, эта история сейчас будет очень быстрой, потому что, ну, блин, она сейчас вернется, окажется, что там, да, не было недопонимания, и все. И все счастливы. И в чем прикол тогда этой истории? Она будет... О, дождь вернули. Она будет, ну, не будет интересной.
I'm still...
А как же Какоми, Нельсон?
Come on, Ganyu, we're almost there.
I suppose you have a point. It would be...
That's right. Where do you want to go first?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
Не знаю, мне прям очень понравилась вот история с Какоми. Какоми. Ну, жаль. Вот историю деда я не помню. Даже дед это Альбедыч, который, по-моему, да, все-таки? Или дед это который, как его там, Чуджи или что-то такое? Архонт, который каменный.
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter
Джунли.
what Mother Nature throws at you.
Мне наоборот не очень понравилась краски история Джунли. Да.
The sound of the waves in this familiar port. The
Ну что,
smell of
босс
the
открыл,
sea
ну это
breeze
ладно.
makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so...
Well, I used to be so busy.
Huh. It's true.
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind it. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt.
Is that? It is! It's Lady Ganyu.
Ты еще кто?
I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here.
Lady Ganyu? Why are you calling her that?
Сестренка Гань Юй.
Please don't also start calling me that. Allow me to introduce Uncle Tian. He is...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and I am the one who was...
Uncle Tian is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
What? This grandpa is a member of the same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerned. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old...
Uncle Tian is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
What an honor to receive such high...
Uncle Tian, please. A person of your standing should really stop calling me Lady...
My apologies. It's not intentional. Just thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position.
Oh, so you've been friends for...
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing secretary.
Talking about secretaries... Oh, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know...
Yes, she works at Yue High Pavilion and she's my junior.
I don't know myself, really. May I trouble you to meet her at UAI Pavilion? She just needs a bit of guide.
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problems has always been in...
She's back in character. Just like that, huh? Let's move then. To you...
Ну, сколько что? Да, она показала, что она трудолюбивая, хочет всем помогать. Переутомилась, мы ей также помогли потом. По сути, задание точно как задание с Джин. Только с Кокоми мы в конце не допустили срыв переговоров. Сама тема была интересна. Например, о чем они договаривались. Заговор этих охранников, так сказать. Там вот именно из-за этого мне все понравилось. Да и то, как себя потом еще показала Сара. Это такая тетка, которая, блин, глазами убить может, блин. Застрелить нахрен. Куда я бегу вообще? Давай отсюда лучше. Быстрее будет. Что-то с ФПСом как будто. Либо мне кажется. От усталости-то. Кстати, там, по-моему, что-то с бабушкой надо было еще поговорить. Ну или, по крайней мере, просто сейчас не поболтаем, может, что-то интересное расскажет. Или даст. Привет. Понятно. До свидания. Ну да, она преданная. Но при этом у нее есть честь.
I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a sense.
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I'm flattered, but I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked you to come, abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to...
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior...
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary, but...
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? I discovered something. There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of 2 stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boot, without any evidence.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blunt.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way then. Your enemy...
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals.
In that case... I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu.
Просите друг друга про магазины напротив.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is...
Yes, you're right. Follow me, please.
Типа это очевидный подход на самом деле. Всякий случай шелковицу тоже буду собирать. Стопудово будет у меня какой-то персонаж, которому эта шелковица нужна будет для прокачки. Я лучше ее заранее, бля, соберу. Музыка где? Вот она. Это без музыки очень скучно. Опять внизу. Опять ты, блин. Усатый.
Ah, we meet again, traveler. I suppose you're about to place a bit.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to accept orders directly from Yuahai. Should we need to place such an order, we would certainly go to Second...
What? Second Life? Ugh. That rascal Dongsheng. He's...
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on their tax records, they're... Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share?
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty tricks. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure I'll find something fishy.
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax record. We'll review Second Life's credit.
Oh, of course. Line by line and word by... Ah, here, I found it. That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Ugh. Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture.
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction.
I told you so. Just as I...
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all...
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe...
Aha, you're right. Master Lu from Fanmu Carpenters must still have the
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. It should be near... Thank you for shining a light on this case, Mr. Bo...
Oh, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be...
I'm afraid I can't go.
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor and...
Oh, that's so considerate of you.
Ну, вот это вот квест именно не очень интересный пока что. Генерал комиссия Тенрио смелая и стремительная, как эти девушка, которая всегда держит свое слово. Можно, наверное, божеству. Она посвятила жизнь Сёгуну Райден. Преследуемая Сёгуном вечности и есть вера, за которую она готова сражаться. Ну, блин, это все известно нам. По ее поступкам, по ее словам. Да я сам, блин, можно сказать, верен Сёгун Райден. Главное, чтобы она еще в отряде у меня появилась. Вот было бы замечательно. Тем более вместе с Люком. Вообще красота была бы, на самом деле. Она так хорошо бафает. Хоть это и опасна такая связка огонь и молнии, но в правильных руках все будет заебись.
Ah, welcome, welcome. I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't take...
Kingsa really is full of lonely old people.
Самой.
Hey, I heard that, Flying One.
Paimon, sir.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some...
Ah, don't worry, I know. Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me?
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the...
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was...
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice? We won't have any evidence to bring against Dongsheng.
Of course you can. But I'm not... I only do my woodwork and display. As for old documents and such, But some troublemakers have recently moved there. Since you need that invoice anyway...
So that's what happened.
I'll leave you to it then.
Давай только побыстрее уходи.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice.
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers. Ah, over...
Oh, Paimon sees them
Fatui.
too. It's one of the Fatui.
Что я тут
They must be
забыли?
plotting something against Liyue Heart.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's warehouse.
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatuis, we won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with... Besides, I can already feel their malicious and my intuition as the secretary...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a lesson.
Allez, hop!
One with my blade.
Frozen. Не надо всякого Фрозена мне. Будьте так любезны.
I think you've had enough. About time...
Plan? What plan?
Он такой здоровый, мы все такие маленькие.
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying attention. If
Вот
you
именно.
don't spill whatever you're scheming against Lee, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
Быстро все выкладывай.
Telling the truth.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you...
Fine. If you really want to know,
About to... what?
Barry's over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
Но когда я его смотрел, я тоже думал, что он ягодки собирает.
I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries in this area. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Jinxa Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people.
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like he feels...
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's...
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear, I only came here to pick berries. That's all.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
Наверное, не надо было сразу его бить.
I also feel...
Whoopsie!
I misjudged the situation and offended you. My apologies. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so...
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of...
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may...
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face?
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
Правильный выбор. Да блин, он не злой даже, какой-то он прям...
What a bittersweet ending.
Жалко.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time...
No worries. It's always nice to teach.
Let's keep moving towards Master Lu's...
В данный момент и вроде не дала указания кукле прекратить преследование вечности. Преследование вечности. Ну, по крайней мере, у них охота прекратилась. На глаза-то. А то, что вечность, ну, она обдумывает, типа. Потому что не виделись. Кого ты бьешь? Давай, битва на мосту. Еще один раз не ударил. Слушай, а что-то он плотный прям. С учетом того, что у меня еще баф работает, он очень плотный. Задолбали те лучники. Брось бяку. Какое подкрепление? Вы чё? А, всего-то? Яр! Поинг. О. Понятно. Что, обалдел, что ли? Я просто обязан был это сделать сейчас. Вот так вот. Ну, посмотрите на этого дурака. Как он пытается. Ладно. Нихуя, ты выжил. На, по попе. Кстати, вроде Дендрархон будет лолей. Да этих лолей здесь, это пиздец. А, что я ищу, кстати? Я уже и забыл. Ага. О, Ваншен, да ну. Да, ты так узнала. Так, у меня есть вопрос. У меня встал вопрос. Где другая часть? Это что? О! Ага. Сейчас отнесем, подожди. Музыка в Лиюэ мне больше всего нравится вообще здесь. Обалденная. Такая спокойно. Слышь, ты лететь-то будешь, эй. Почему я все не могу сразу залутать? Что это за несправедливость? Куда это улетел? Вон он. Охуенно ты, блин, стал здесь. Давай, давай, лети уже. Хватит каждый метр останавливаться.
We'll need more where that came from.
Знакомый персонаж. Угу. Ладно, неважно. Погнали. Ну, если это будет воплощение той же Терезы или из Ханкая, то я даже рад буду, наверное. Хм. Подожди, а Дендра это что вообще здесь? Я не знаю такого элемента. А, природа. А, это этих, которых. Ну, было бы прикольно.
Ah, Ms. Ganyu, I hope it wasn't too much trouble rushing about like that.
Если появится именно такой персонаж, у которого будут именно дендер-скиллы, потому что, как я знаю, таких нету сейчас.
I promise to help you and I'll keep my word. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between Second Life.
Thank you so much.
Agreed. How about we go to Second...
Там же новый город именно появится вот после Нового года-то. Или что это там вообще добавится?
Isn't it Huixin from the Yuehai Pavilion? I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. My tax declarations are I do hope that my business won't be affected by
Groundless accusations? Mr. Dong, but I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior immediately. It is liable.
No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
Что же не такой
Haven't I made
дерзкий?
myself clear? Mr. Dongsheng, you've already been proven guilty of tax evasion.
What? Proven guilty? How come?
He's talking without rhyme or reason. Must be crumbling under Ganyu's pressure.
Регион? Не, просто в следующем месяце, 5 числа, что-то там появится еще.
Time for the finishing blow.
Mr. Dongsheng, can you tell me what this is?
I'm Master Lu.
Do you admit to tax evasion? This...
I didn't think you'd find out. I didn't...
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for...
The lie? That imp from Wanyo Boutique? So he's got his...
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng.
А, еще что-то доказывать.
I don't think you'll need my guidance for what...
Yes, thank you. I must say, you're true. Your enemy knows you best. To think, you came up with this plan and executed it so
It's actually one of your father's. The Tianshu's old tricks.
My father?
Pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them drag each other down from an advantageous position. That's how Uncle Tian managed to keep his position in the Qixing secure. I figured that as Uncle Tian's daughter, you'd naturally grasp. So I decided to use one of your father's tricks.
I can see it now. Clearly, I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu.
Ganyu solved both Huixin's work and family problems.
Oh, you've helped me so much. You must...
That's not necessary. No need to be...
Then let me treat you to a meal. The travel...
All right, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat.
Пойман, это невежливо.
Oh, come on. It's just a meal.
If it's just a meal, there's no reason for me to decline.
Actually, I've already booked Senor Kiosk. I need a moment to prepare everything first. Let's meet there in a while.
All right. We dare not...
Вот что добавится. Понятно. Ну там, надеюсь, какая-то история еще будет. Блин, ну это такой скучный квест. Даже выкладывать мне, по-моему, лень будет его. Ну тут вообще ничего интересного. Здрасте. Вы уже тут? Можно мне присесть сначала? Спасибо.
Miss Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation.
Sure.
That's so kind of you, Huixin. You went to great lengths to organize this.
Truth be told, apart from thanking you for...
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with...
Oh, no, I don't really need help. Could you...
With pleasure.
When I was a little... Even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I've only decided to join the Yuehai Pavilion staff because I've always looked up to you.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at the Yuhai Pavilion turned out to be an arduous task. I can't compare myself to such an outstanding secretary like you. I often doubt myself as a result.
I disagree. You're a great secretary in your own right.
Thank you. Over the years, I became a mother to...
Huh? So Uncle Tian is a
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps. At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, but after all that happened this time, I've made...
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact that she'll have you, Ms. Ganyu, as her senior colleague. You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her, your mom. It'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance in 20+ years.
Huixin, I never thought that I meant so...
Just like when you showed me my father's trick. Having you as their witness makes people feel at ease.
Witness? It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history, but I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my loneliness. Huixin, you don't know how important those words are to me. You've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of Liyue. They rely on me. Accept me.
No, of course. You're irreplaceable to us.
That's right.
Hooray! Ganyu's finally cheered up.
Even if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight for my place. I won't let you down. I'm going to fulfill my contract and keep working as the Qixing secretary. Regardless, I'll go back and see for myself. I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my absence. No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Ganyu.
Да, мы посидим здесь, пока пожрем.
We're leaving already? Paimon's still hungry.
Вот здесь, давай, ешь, Паймон, чё? Крабики есть. Ой, как все вкусно выглядит на самом деле. Там даже супчик есть. Красота. Ждешь ли ты так поворот в сюжете, что откинется игровой перс? Ты про ГГ? Всякое может быть. Такие примеры уже есть. Нихуя себе. Ханкая. Не про ГГ, а вообще про всех игровых персов в целом. Не дай бог, если у меня вот будет такая тема, и у меня делюк умрет. Я нахуй брошу игру.
Baisha, are you okay? Did you fall asleep standing up? Look who's back.
You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement for me after all.
Not at all.
We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu.
Miss Ganyu, we've missed you.
That's so kind of you all. Given we've only met once.
We've been praying day and night for you to return and take over your duties again.
To us, you're like an adeptus coming down to the...
Forget all our envious complaints from before. Just...
All right, I see. Please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil affairs. Mark out the tasks that haven't. I'll take care of the rest.
Of course. We'll do it right away.
Oh, finally.
Yes. There's one more thing. I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship, I would still be embroiled in my inner conflict right To think that I'd gained a human friend outside. I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand. What would you say if I accompanied you on one of your trips?
Sure.
Конечно, да, хоть сейчас.
Have you ever done with work, Ganyu?
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we?
Падла. Я ждал сейчас присоединиться по приколу. Но нет. Ну, сука, квест был, ну, дико скучный все равно.